Welcome to the Loaded Cannon and a really, really disappointing day and a hugely disappointing year. End, not a hugely disappointing year. You could say it's a disappointing year actually because we've got nothing to show for it. No trophies for all of the good football, for all of the promise, for all of the potential, for all of the improvements in our team. Nothing to show for it. And a hugely disappointing end to this year where we've seen so much and ended up with so little. Nothing. Um, well, what is there to say about today, man? I was nervous after the West Ham game. I thought, back to back defeats is going to be really, really tough to take. But I thought, no, do you know what? I don't think that's going to happen to us because what do big teams do when they lose? They hit back. It's really Fulham should have been looking at Arsenal thinking, it's going to be tough for us today because when a big team loses, they want to hit back. And the next team that they face, they are not going to be lazy about anything. They're not going to be complacent about anything. They're going to get back to what they do best, do it well, smash the team out of the park and say, that's it, we're back. That was a one-off. Arsenal weren't able to do that today. And it's a shame because the start that we got, it was set up for us. A very, very early goal, with a bit of fortune as well, because ultimately the way that worked out with Castagna on the advertising boards, Raya good throughout, really good counter-attack, Martinelli running quite so many yards, cutting in, shot. Leno did fairly well, I thought, and actually managed to push it away from goal, but Saka had just put himself in the right position, followed up like a really good number 9 would, to be honest with you, and put the ball in the back of the net. And I thought, great, just a bit of luck and good fortune that we needed. Not that it was just good fortune. Obviously, we did well in that. Raya anticipated the cross well. He played it out well. Martinelli carried the ball well. Saka followed up well. He got his body in the way to divert it to goal. So it's all our doing as well. But it wasn't like, a world-class finish or something where there was no luck involved. It was just pure brilliance or anything. And I thought, good, hopefully it's our day. I wanted to really feel like the players felt like it's our day and things were going to go to plan. After 5 minutes or after we scored the goal, I was very comfortable and I was happy. But then it all went pear-shaped. And Fulham was so much better than us in terms of executing their tactical plan. The thing that bothered me about the game today, when I look back and think, why did we lose? Why was it so easy for Fulham to deal with us? Arsenal do not play enough one-touch football. Everything that we do, every player takes numerous touches on the ball. And it feels sometimes that our attacking play is so prescriptive that you get the ball and other players, they know what they need to do when a particular player gets the ball and they have to then start to do that. So you can't just play on intuition. You can't just play on the moment that, you seem to be in a good place. It becomes quite predictable. We've all seen it, the inverted left back. We've seen Saka with the, when his right back gets the ball, the way he comes inside and makes a run to open up the pitch, etc. Ødegaard, when he gets the ball, players sort of come to life then because they know what he's going to try and do, especially in that inside right of our attacking third. So I'm just asking myself, is it getting a bit predictable now, the way Arsenal play? Are our teams getting wise to it? That's one thing. And the other thing is that when I look at Arsenal last season compared to this season, have our reinforcements actually improved our team? Has David Raya actually improved our team? I think, if anything, we're the same when it comes to him. Havertz over Xhaka, has that improved our team? I don't think so. I think Xhaka was playing to a higher level than Havertz was Xhaka last year was playing to a higher level than Havertz is this year. Has Declan Rice over Thomas Partey improved us? I think yes. Declan Rice is a brilliant, brilliant player. Even though actually in the first half of last season, Thomas Partey was the best CDM in the league. He was unbelievable for the first half of last year. In the second half is when he tailed off. But overall, yes, I'd say Declan Rice has improved us. But that's the only one. And it makes me think now, in January, we have to go and get reinforcements. And the key reinforcement is up top. Declan Rice, the one that has really made a difference, came out after the end of the game, doesn't surprise me, in a really, really tough moment, in a defeat where we've only won 1 in 5 games, only 4 points in the last 15. He came out, he faced the media, which doesn't surprise me at all because it shows you his character. He didn't shirk any question and he was honest. He said, we are not putting the ball in the back of the net. But then when Mikel Arteta did his interview after the game, he was asked, so what are you going to do now in 2024 to get sort of back on track? And he said, we're going to keep on going with the same players. And he was asked, and reinforcements? And he said, no, the same players. Now, listen, obviously I think he's bluffing. I think we should add, and I hope that we will add. But, it's going to be tough to get the player that we need, because Gabriel Jesus has, before, he said that, it's not just about scoring goals to him. That's not the most important thing. It's overall his game. But I want a striker to come in that only cares about scoring goals. I really do. I want to know that when it's not working for us and we need to go to plan B is a proper plan B, not more of the same, not a player dropping deep to get involved on the ball. I want a player that only plays between the sticks and just wants to score. That's all he cares about, his goals to games ratio. That's what I think Arsenal need now. And who's that going to be? Ivan Toney at 100 million? Is that really the answer? Is that value for money? I don't think so. But we need someone. So let me know what you think in the comments below. But moving on, I want to talk about something else, because in our defeat against West Ham, after that in my 5 at 5, my last point was back the boys. I would be an absolute muppet. I'd be a clown if I now started throwing my toys out of the pram. We are within touching distance of all of our rivals. And yes, we're in a really, really bad spot at the moment. But have Man City not had that this season? Have Liverpool not had that this season? At the start of the season, Liverpool, they didn't look anything near as good as what they look right now. And even now, they don't look like world beaters, don't get me wrong. Man City, very recently, had a massive blip. And now it's Arsenal's turn. This is what happens over the course of a season. And that's why they say the league table doesn't lie. Because you go through your good spell, you go through your bad spell, and at the end of those 38 games, the league table doesn't lie. So listen, maybe these last 5 games have just corrected the league table a little bit, because have Arsenal really been the best team in the league? Arsenal haven't even been the best versions of themselves so far this season. So maybe it is more of a true reflection of where Arsenal belong, given our performances so far this season. Because at no point in this season have I looked at Arsenal and thought, yes, you look like league winners. We haven't been as good as we were last season. So now we've just got to look at the fact that a few days ago we were top, now we're 4th. Football can change very quickly, and it can change again. So let's back the boys, believe in a good group of players that we've got. Yes, I would like reinforcements, but all is not lost. And we cannot just start doubting our players. If we want them to go on and achieve something this season, they're not going to do that if we all lose faith and start giving them loads of stick. Back the manager. He's proven to us that he knows a thing or two about what he's doing. And now he needs to go and earn his money and pull us out of this bad moment. And the players need to respond like proper players, like big players at a big team, and make sure we go and fix this up in the next few games. So listen, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to back our team. I'm going to back our players, and hopefully we come out of this little mess that we've put ourselves in and start to be the Arsenal that we expect, that we've become used to expecting in 2023, and hopefully we do that in 2024 a bit more often and come out of this bad spell. Anyway, that's it from me. Happy New Year to everyone. And also my peace, love and best wishes and Happy New Year's go out to everyone in Palestine, which seems like a silly thing to say, because it might be a new year there, but it's not a happy one, given the level of murderous terrorism that they're facing from the Israeli regime and the Israeli Defense Force. So that's it from me. Free Palestine. See you in 2024. Take care.